this is Joe at Ferguson's, and I love this time of year when my peppers are getting ripe. I planted a whole bunch of different kinds of peppers this year, so let me show you some of the different kinds of peppers that I'm growing. This one is new to us this year. I just watched a YouTube video about how someone said it was their favorite sweet pepper, so I thought I'd try it. It's called Jimmy Nardello, and they are indeed delicious. There's these long skinny peppers. They look like they'd be a hot pepper, but they're not. And they are delicious grilled. So what you do is you put them on the fire, on the grill, till they start getting a little black on different sides, and then you put them in a bowl and cover it, and then they'll kind of finish cooking themselves by steaming themselves from their residual heat in that bowl. And then we just eat them like that. They are delicious. So you could probably roast them in a pan like that too. Jimmy Nardello. We just love Carmen peppers. This is like everybody that comes to the nursery in the spring, we tell them they have to buy some Carmen peppers to plant. Again, it's a totally sweet pepper. There's no heat to it. Basically, you could think of it like a red bell with a different shape, with this long elongated shape. But they taste better than red bell peppers. They are actually sweeter. You can just cut these up and eat them in a salad. If you roast them, like I talked about with the Jimmy Nardello peppers, they're also utterly delicious that way. I just chopped up a bunch and vacuum sealed them and froze them so that we can use them in stir fries later in the winter. But Carmen pepper is fantastic as a sweet pepper. Again, there's no heat at all. Purple Beauty peppers are a novelty bell pepper that has this dark blackish purple color to it. The one thing I have to tell you about peppers is that there is no such thing as a green bell pepper. That's just a pepper that has been picked underripe. All peppers basically ripen to red. And on this same plant here, these Purple Beauties, they start out green, then they turn purple like this, but at this stage, you can eat them, but they're maybe not fully ripe until they actually turn red, like this one back here, starting to turn from purple into red. So they're nice for a beautiful color combination. Like in terms of flavor, I would probably choose Carmen instead. If you were to actually cut open into this purple one, sweet banana peppers are a beautiful pepper that has good crunch. I would say that I like the flavor better on something like a Carmen or a Jimmy Nardello, but these are good for using in stir fries. They start out greenish yellow, and then they lighten up in color, and they'll turn orange and eventually turn more of a red color. So you can make a beautiful salad or stir fry with those three different colors on a sweet banana. And they've got good crunch, so they're good for pickling peppers if you want to pickle some sweet peppers. And they're really not bad. They're a good pepper. Mariachi peppers are one of these newer hybrids, and they're marketed as a pepper that's mildly spicy or a little bit spicy, and they have this beautiful color change combination similar to the sweet bananas that we looked at. They start out, they're basically white like this, and at this stage they're pretty mild, even more crunchy than a sweet banana. Then they ripen to this kind of yellow orange color. Pretty good. And then they eventually get red like this, so you get all three colors at the same time. And this is the one where it's starting to develop a little heat. I'm growing a bunch of jalapenos this year because last year I became absolutely addicted to fermented hot sauce, making my own fermented hot sauce. I'll have to make you a video on how to do that because I can't live without it now. I dig in the fridge and I need some. So I figured jalapenos are a good way to get a good volume of heat and red peppers for my fermented hot sauce. This is a new one this year called Megatron, an extra large jalapeno. I don't know much about the different kinds of jalapenos, but I'm gonna pick all the red ones to make my hot sauce today. Cherry bomb are a beautiful hot pepper. They look like little tomatoes. They're so shiny and round. And I just made my first batch of hot sauce with them. I'm fermenting that right now, so I'll evaluate how it tastes. I'm not a hot pepper fanatic, so I don't know how to evaluate the taste of one hot pepper from another. I just love hot sauce. Anyways, they're pretty easy to process, and they're beautiful, shiny red peppers, and they do have quite a bit of heat in them. Cherry bomb. And lastly, this is another new sweet pepper called Red Impact, and it appears to be basically an elongated red bell pepper. I'm sure you could pick them green as well, but they are kind of extra large. They're peppers. I wanted to show you this big red one here. So again, I haven't tried it yet, but it's supposed to have good flavor, kind of like a red bell pepper, except you get more of it, you know. So I don't know why they call it Red Impact. That must be it.